I've seen a lot of people jump on cheap all-in-one PCs because they look like a tidy solution, only to end up with a machine that lags on a spreadsheet, stutters on a video call, or throws a fit when you try to plug in a second monitor. The regret that follows is real, and it makes the decision feel like a gamble. That's why I wanted to see if Dell's 27-inch all-in-one with the Ultra 7355 processor actually feels like a smarter buy. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest question people have is whether you're really getting a desktop that can handle everyday work and the occasional creative burst without breaking the bank. The Ultra 7355 is an 8-core chip that sits in a generation meant for AI-enhanced workloads. So you're not just getting a big screen PC. You're getting a processor that can offload some of those AI-driven tasks like background noise cancellation in Teams or quick photo enhancements in Lightroom. In real-world use, that translates to smoother video meetings and snappier photo edits compared with older i5-based all-in-ones that struggle under the same load. The 27-inch touch display is another selling point that can feel gimmicky on paper, but in practice it shines for people who blend productivity with occasional sketching or note-taking. The FHD panel offers a wide viewing angle, so you can sit a bit off-center without colors washing out, handy in a shared office or a kitchen table setup. I tried using the touchscreen to annotate PDFs during a client call, and the latency was low enough that the pen felt natural, not jittery. That kind of direct interaction is a genuine time saver for architects, teachers, or anyone who prefers writing over typing. Connectivity is where the machine tries to future-proof itself. With Wi-Fi 7 built in, you get a noticeable bump in wireless speed if you have a compatible router. In my own apartment, the jump from a typical Wi-Fi 6 connection to Wi-Fi 7 shaved a couple of seconds off large file uploads to the cloud. It's not a lifesaver if you're on a slow ISP, but for a fast broadband plan, the extra headroom keeps the desktop from becoming a bottleneck. The Intel B213 wireless module also gives you a reliable Bluetooth 5.2 link, which means your ergonomic keyboard and mouse stay connected without the occasional drop you sometimes see with older chips. One practical strength that often gets overlooked is the manual privacy shutter on the webcam. In an era where video call fatigue is high, having a physical cover you can flip down gives peace of mind without relying on software toggles that can be accidentally overridden. I found myself reaching for the shutter instinctively before each meeting, and that habit adds a layer of security that many all-in-ones forget to include. On the flip side, the machine isn't without trade-offs. The storage is a 1TB SSD, which sounds generous, but the drive is a single 2.5-inch form factor rather than a PCIe module. In everyday tasks, you won't notice a slowdown, but if you regularly work with multi-gigabyte video files, the read/write ceiling is lower than what a high-end NVMe would deliver. That's something a power user should weigh against the price. Also, the all-in-one design means you lose the ability to upgrade the GPU. You're stuck with the integrated graphics that come with the Ultra 7. For most office work and light media editing, that's fine, but a graphic designer who relies on GPU-accelerated rendering would feel limited. Who should consider this Dell all-in-one? If you're a remote professional who needs a clean desk footprint, occasional touch interaction, and a machine that can juggle video calls, spreadsheets, and light creative work without a separate tower, it fits the bill. Small business owners who want a single device for both front desk reception and back office tasks also benefit from the built-in privacy shutter and the sleek look that doesn't scream computer. Parents looking for a family PC can appreciate the reduced cable clutter and the fact that the system can double as a homework hub with its touchscreen. Who might want to skip it? Anyone who lives for heavy gaming, intensive 3D rendering, or needs a dedicated graphics card will quickly run into the integrated GPU's limits. Likewise, if you already have a fast external monitor and are comfortable with a traditional desktop tower, the premium you pay for the all-in-one chassis might not make sense. And if you're counting on expanding storage beyond 1 terabyte in the future, you'll have to rely on external drives because the internal bay isn't user-replaceable. Another point worth mentioning is the overall ergonomics of the stand. The tilt range is decent for a casual viewing angle, but there's no height adjustment. If you're tall or prefer a higher screen line, you'll need a separate riser or monitor arm, which adds to the total cost. That's a small but practical detail that can affect comfort over a full day of use. Summing up, the The Dell 27-inch all-in-one packs a surprisingly capable processor, a responsive touch panel, and next-gen Wi-Fi that together make it a solid choice for the modern office or home.